Alright guys, hello and welcome back to another episode of Muv-Luv Alternative. Last time we had a little party, Sumika got introduced. Little awkward at the end, but we're about to talk about that with Yuko Sensei, so let's just see how it goes. So it seems like they get triggered whenever there's some sort of correlation to my existing memories. Yeah, and I'm just throwing this out there, but I think their memories of things I went through in some parallel universes. Well, I've actually got a little theory of my own. Sure, it's not gonna be super complex like you're used to, but something. Okay, so remember how you said how this world is supposed to be branching off into various possible timelines, but it's stuck in an infinite loop because of me? And that I keep looping back to October 22nd each time I die because something in this world has turned me into a causality conductor? Come on, little stuff like that doesn't really matter right now. But there are plenty of other worlds that exist parallel to this one but aren't closed off, right? Ones in which there are other versions of me. Like how there was another me in the other world when I ran away. I think that the visions I've been having are actual memories from those other worlds that have leaked over, not just plain old fantasies. And since I lose a huge chunk of my memories whenever I loop back in time or transfer between worlds, doesn't that mean I'm being affected by the causality conductor too? My guess is that by calling forth what memories I do have, and opening the door for heavier causality information from other worlds to flow over here and fill in the gaps. In this world, I'm not dating any of them, and obviously, I'm not in any physical relationships with them either. So all that heavier causality information of me being in a physical relationship is trying to overwrite the fact that I'm not in one. But since I can't imagine being with anyone other than Sumika and I'm the conductor, that causality information can't establish correlation with my other memories, so it just leaves these vivid images instead. And I've been carrying out these images without even realizing it, just like you said was happening to you. But when I recall something specific that's tangentially related to one of them, like I did back on Sadogashima, the causality conductor is able to establish correlation and the image flashes into my head. That's my theory anyway, what do you think? Sounds good to me, honestly. That was actually kind of better than I thought he was trying to say.
因果と因果情報としての記憶を同列に扱っていることが問題ね。閉じたこの世界だけで因果情報のやり取りが行われる理由も弱いわ。同じ時間がループしているこの世界単独では世界観の主従関係が成立しないはずでしょ。時間がループしている問題と世界が確率分岐する現象は全く別の問題だしね。気持ちはわかるけど、都合の悪い部分の原因をすべて因果動態に求めるなら、そこまで小難しく考える必要はないでしょ。
Oh, I thought it was good, but apparently it's not as good to Yuta. She's got a point. My whole theory is basically just an attempt to explain this all away in the simplest way possible. Sometimes that works, though. Maybe not in Muv-Luv. Damn it, and I thought I was on to something too. It seemed like a pretty plausible theory to me.
まあ、それでも素人なりによく考えたわよ。記憶の流入、特にイメージの関連付けの部分に関してはいい線いってるんじゃない？
Yeah, but I already knew how that worked with respect to memory loss. All I really did was flip the logic around.
まあ、未知の現象に何がしかの理由をつけて安心したいって気持ちは理解できるわ。
Right, there's a big part of why I've been giving it so much thought.
あんたが恐れているのは、そのイメージが同一の存在としてループしている白金自身の記憶であることでしょ。別の確率世界の別の自分の記憶であってほしい。そういう願望がある。元の世界だか、あっちの世界だか、 とにかく
I get what she's saying.
存在に対して低血であろうとする意識の過剰
Or at least I understand better now. So Tataru was saying basically those are other like universes of him that's not like really correlated to like the Tataru we've been following. But Yuto's saying like that's unlikely and it's probably the Tataru we've actually been following doing those things in other loops when he's not 100% committed to Sumika, which does sound more likely because it's just true. Even if he didn't read all the unlimited routes, it obviously he does get together with like every single girl on his squad, so yeah, Yuto's right.
仮に前のこの世界での記憶だったとして、あんたの言っていた妄想と何が違うっていうの？誰もそれを気にしていないし、あんたも私も誰一人としてそれが事実だったってことは証明できないのよ。
True.
今、あんたは鏡のことしか考えてないんでしょ？
Right.
だとしたら、あんた以外誰も気にしていない問題の真相を究明すること自体に何の意味があるのかしら？
But if they are real, wouldn't Sumika be able to tell?
例のリボンの仕掛けは正常に機能してたはずよ。こっちのモニターでも異常は見られなかったしね。
Yeah, you're right. She would have freaked out about it otherwise. Hopefully. I mean, obviously you don't want her to freak out, but it might be better to know that the ribbon isn't working than not know in the future when it could matter more. And way worse than she did before.
絶対とは言えないまでも効果のある対策が存在するんだから、そこまでこだわるのはある種のナルシズム
It's
です。
scary. I understand, Tataru, though. When you put it that way, I guess you're probably right.
メカニズムが解明できたところで、記憶の再現自体を止めることはできないんだし、今対処すべき問題じゃないわ。
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be so preoccupied with this.
あんたの見たイメージが全て事実だったとしても、私だったらこう考えるわ。今回は鏡を選んだからこそ、自分は歴史を変えることに成功したんだ。だから鏡を選んでよかったってね。
That's true. I guess a route where you're not with Kagami means you just won't win the beta war because you need her to win, and she's not gonna work properly if you're not with her, so that is true. That definitely puts a positive spin on it. Well said, Sensei. It's not even just a positive spin, I think it's just 100% facts.
昔別の女と付き合っていたことを浮気だと思われたらどうしようってビクビクしてるのが今のあんたよ。
Okay, I did it already. We don't have to keep talking about it.
そう？じゃあこっちの話していい？来るそうそう。
That
あんたは卑猥な記憶の話に夢中だったからね。
sets to page is a funny word. I said I get it already.
あんたがそのイメージを見た後、実際の鏡の様子はどうだった？
A little bit? Yeah, I was pretty floored, honestly. It's like she's a completely different person from the girl I knew before the operation.
それで？
She was normal in every way, the way she presented herself, the way she responded to people. It even felt like she was kind of shy and nervous about the whole thing.
榊たちとはどんな様子だった？
Things were pretty awkward between them at first, but that evened out over time. Obviously, they're still not best friends or anything, but for a first meeting, I say they did just fine. And hey, I'll settle for fine over total disaster.
じゃあ三剣を見ても特に気になった変化はなかったのね。
Nope, I was pretty worried about you bringing her in so soon given her little episode yesterday, but I guess it all turned out okay.
そう。あんたが安心させたおかげね。
But didn't you see it might cause problems to have her powers restricted out of the blue? I mean, wouldn't that feel kind of like going deaf or blind overnight?
昨日あんたが安心させて寝かしつけた後、目覚める前に処置したことが幸いしたわ。
What do you mean?
前兆としては作戦前日ぐらいからあったんだけど、彼女状態が急速に安定に向かっているのよ。
Now that she mentions it, Sumika was acting pretty naturally when she came to hand her that one time. I guess that's why.
実際 昨日目覚めた時には思考力も認識力も今までと比較にならないほど高まっていたわ。私の話を普通に聞いて理解し、そのことについて自分の意見を言えるほどにね。
Huh?
数値で判断する限り人間、つまり脳だけにされる前の鏡スミカとほぼ同じになったと言ってもいいくらいよ。
Really?
本当よ。彼女は今自分の状態、立場、どうして00ユニットになったのか全てを理解しているのよ。
That's good. Because, like, before she was acting like Sumika, but it was kind of weird almost. But now she has, like, some self-awareness, which should help in the long run. But she's not freaking out about that?
例のクリスマスプレゼントの効果かしらね。
The bunny. So Sumika's basically human now?
そうよ。そして普通の人間にとって人の心が見えないなんて当たり前。むしろその方が自然でしょ。
Yeah, good point.
彼女の人格精神ともに今日は昨日よりもさらに安定している。数値の伸び幅は倍以上よ。これはリーディング制限の効果だと推測できるわ。
What do you mean?
今言ったことよ。リーディング制限でより人間に近い能力になったことで精神的な負荷が軽減されたんじゃないかしらね。彼女自身があのリボンを取りたがらないのはそれが分かってるからじゃないの？
Well, you can't just remove the ribbon, man. It's too iconic anyways. I guess. So it's not because she considers that ribbon a part of her identity then? It might be both.
任務は仕方ないとして日常生活では人の心なんて見えない方が精神衛生上好ましいわ。
Yeah, I know how it affects Kasumi. I definitely agree.
ただし恋心は別。昨日も言ったけど見えてたものが見えなくなるのは不安なものよ。だから今日配属したの。
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
昨日と今日では全ての状況が劇的に変化したのよ。配属の理由も意図ももっと積極的なものに変わっているわ。
What do you mean by proactive?
配属によって鏡の社会性が回復していけば数日以内に正常な人間と全く同じレベルになるはずなのよ。安定だなんだと私たちが大喜びしている今の状態でさえ大したことなかったと思えるぐらいにね。
Wow, that's amazing. You're doing so well. You've been through so much pain and suffering in your life, but you're still overcoming, or you're still doing everything you can to overcome it. I'm in serious awe. You're so strong, Sumika.
三剣と鏡の個人的な人間関係が構築され、三剣をより深く知っていけば問題のイメージが非現実であることなんて簡単に理解できるはずよ。
Oh, now I get it. That makes total sense. It's easy to be wary and paranoid about people you don't know very well, but the more you get to know them, the more you learn to trust them. I understand that better than ever after my time in this world. But wait, she's seen images of her other selves in my memories, hasn't she? And in the one she got from Kasumi?
そうね。
So wouldn't it make sense for her to have images of Mei and the others as well?
ある意味そのおかげで今は平行を保っているみたいね。元の世界とやらではあの二人よほどいい関係だったよね。
Yeah, they were rivals, but they were friendly about it at least. The good old days in the hot spring. Well, Mei has been just saying it out loud forever, though. It's different from Sumika.
それが三剣さんらしいところだと思う。強いんだね。褒め言葉と受け取っておこう。でもな、三剣さんにも言われちゃったから、やっぱり差は縮まんないのかな。どういうことだ？たけるちゃんは私のこと好 幼なじみとしか見てないから、みつるぎさんにはかなわないよ。
何を言う。タケルとそなたの間には何も壁がない。
ごめんね、みつるぎさん。私、自分のためにこんな話、嫌な女だよ。
数ヶ月前の私ならば、その言葉の意味は理解できなかったであろう。そして問い詰めようとして、避けられるのだ。
みつるぎさん？
それが庶民と私たちの差なのだと、呆れ顔で諦められるのだ。私はタケルとの絆を絶対であると信じていた。だからタケルの周りにどんな女子がいようと、そなたが抱きつこうと、そんなものは気にも留めなかった。そなたたちは眼中になかったのだ。いわば空気のようなものだ。ところがそなたたちと暮らし、学園で靴輪を並べ過ごしていくうちに、私はとんでもない間違いを犯していることに気づいたのだ。私の信じていた絶対的な運命など、何の足しにもならない、他力本願の甘えに過ぎないことを。
みつるぎ
いつぞや光月教諭にご指摘いただいたときは、恥ずかしながらわからなかったのだが、実体のないものに寄りかかって慢心していたのだ。それに気づかせてくれたのは鏡、そなただ。そなたと私は似た者同士だな。だから今は皮肉なものだ。タケルがいなければそなたと出会うこともなかったであろう。だがタケルのことさえなければ、私とそなたは親友というものになれたのかもしれぬな。
私もそう思う。でも、ありがとう。
礼を言うのは私の方だ。そなたたちに出会えてよかった。私は御剣の中でも特に恵まれた人間であろうな。
褒めても何も出ないよ。
褒めたわけではないから必要ない。
私、みつるぎさんに負けないから。
私とて譲るつもりはない。そこで一つ提案があるのだ。
何？
そなたはもう空気ではない。対等に競い合う者として、そなたを名前で呼びたいのだ。そして、できればそなたにも、私を名前で呼んでほしい。嫌か。
わかった。
そうか。そなたに感謝を。
どっちが勝っても恨みっこなしだよ。ねえ、いや
さんは余計だ、スミカ。しかし、そなたは自信家だな。二人とも受け入れられぬ場合を考慮しておらん。
そういえばそうだね。
Look at that, man. Now that's a friendly rivalry. She's right. After the sports festival, we went to the hot springs and they opened up to each other. Interesting. I guess that would explain it, yeah.
思い当たる節があるみたいね。
I kinda did actually. I just had a sudden flashback of something that happened back in my world, something I'd totally forgotten about until just now. If that memory was from my world, that has to mean it's one of my own, right? Yeah, that's right before you got transported to Unlimited.
へえ、最近
Or
だね。
maybe not. He was in the hot spring. I don't know if that conversation happened when that happened, though. The two of them were rivals for my attention, but they were on very friendly terms and tried to compete on a totally level playing field.
抜け駆けや足の引っ張り合いをするような陰湿な争いではないのね。
No, I think they both fought pretty fair, though it doesn't feel right for me to judge Really?
なるほどね。墜落事故より後に論理的な思考が回復して、そういう関係の印象で自制できるようになってきたってことか。あとはこの世界の本人たちとの関係ができて、あんたが鏡のそばにいれば何の問題もなくなりそうね。
Well, Mia may have been pretty taken with me back in my world for whatever reason, but she doesn't seem to be all that interested in me here, so it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, that's not true. She still likes you, but I think she's kind of reserved herself now that Sumika's back, because she knows about Sumika.
ふん。やけに鮮明じゃない、その辺の記憶。
Actually, I only remembered it just now, but the memory was so vivid that I could recall the conversation perfectly, almost like I was really there. We all went on a trip to these hot springs, you see.
なんだ、残念。
What is?
あんたのいやらしいイメージのフラッシュバックと何か関連があると思ったけど、完全に別
Well, it kind of leads to one, but yeah. How so?
片やイメージのみ、片や空気感や会話まで克明に思い出した。
No, we didn't have one of those sudden image flashes she's talking about. Yeah, I guess you're right. For some reason, I'm fairly confident that last one was my own memory. If those images worked the same way, I should have been able to remember the conversations and feeling we had while, you know. Which means those images are actually pretty distinguishable from memories of my own experiences. But if that's the case, then how different are Sumika's inherent memories from the other ones she's been receiving from others? Hey, I've got a question, actually.
何かしら。
If Sumika's inherited memories from all these parallel universes, then which Sumika is she really?
意外だわ。あんたがそ
It's
れを
kinda
気にす
deep.
るなんて思わなかった。
I mean, the answer is just the Sumika from this universe, but maybe on a philosophical side, you can argue differently. I'm not. Whatever the answer is, it's not going to change anything. I just want to know the best way to approach her from here on out.
なるほどね。失礼しました。正直に言うと、誰でもないわ。別の言い方をすれば全員よ。
Or that, sure. Every version, so like all of her memories have melted together, or is it more of a multiple personality thing?
本人に聞いてみたんだけど、よくわからないって。でもおそらく統合とか連合っていう言い方がニュアンス的にはしっくりくるんじゃない？
It's the super Sumika, the fusion of them all. What does that mean exactly?
すべての世界に共通する彼女の基本人格が個別世界の記憶や人格差の情報を統括管理して全体的な鏡スミカを形作っているイメージよ。
Huh?
今まで彼女がおかしかった理由は個別世界の記憶を統括管理する基本人格が形成されていなかったからってことになるわね。
I see, so that's how her attitude changed so suddenly. But that basically works on the same as having multiple personalities, doesn't it? Isn't it hard on her?
人間ならね。でも彼女は00ユニット。その手のタスク管理やデータ制御はお手の物よ。
The quantum brain, sure. But her mind and personality are still human, right? That's the whole point of the 00 unit, isn't it?
確かにね。でも00ユニットの人間性や人格とその機能や能力は別の話よ。小難しい話になるから簡単に言うけど、彼女の精神や人格は再現されたものであって本物の人間のものではないわ。
Sure. I know that.
彼女の量子電動脳が00ユニットが存在するすべての可能性の世界につながっているって話したわよね。
Yep.
彼女はそんなこと認識していないのよ。あんただって自分の脳がどういうメカニズムで機能しているか認識したことないでしょ。
Sure. Right?
あんたの心配している部分は多重人格なんて大げさなものじゃないわ。
Yeah, so it's less abrasive than multiple personalities because you're not really aware of it. Well, to Sumika, it's just like her brain just automatically, you know, filters and does all the calculations or whatever, so it just feels more natural to her.
人間に例えれば邪魔なやつを殺したい。 そんなことしたらかわいそうだって思いが同時に存在する程度のことよ。例えは極端だけど、異質な思考が混在するのはそんなに特別なことじゃないでしょ。
Yep, sure. Yeah, I guess it is.
あんただって複数以上の世界の記憶を持っているけど、白金健という人格のもとうまくやってるじゃない。
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
わかった？
I kinda wish you started with that last example first. It was the easiest to understand. Yeah, Tataru's kind of like Sumika, just to like a lot lesser extent with the memory stuff.
ごめんなさいね。こういうの慣れてないから。
Yeah, I know, I'm an idiot, blah blah blah.
今や彼女は人類にとって自分がいかに重要な存在であるかも、任務の重要性も全て理解している。
Yeah, you said that yesterday.
それに加えて私にいろいろなことを話してくれるようになったわ。心を開いているかどうかはともかくね。
Huh? She has?
別の世界の私の印象が相当良かったのか、この世界に放り出されたあんたと同じで私しか頼れないからなのか。
I can understand that much. You can't let your guard down around Yuto-sensei, but she's definitely someone you can rely on.
高難両面での情報で判断する限り、今の彼女はあんたが心配するほどのことではなさそうよ。
Alright, well, that makes me feel a lot better. Both about the vision I had of Maya and about Sumika's feelings. So basically, I should be able to treat her like any other person now.
安心？ここからが本当の男の仕事なんだけど。
What are you talking about? Wasn't this the whole process?
鏡が限りなく人間に近づいたってことは、これ以降上手に
Oh
女を
boy.
扱うスキルが要求されるんだけどね。
I'll be fine.
本当かしら。やっちゃいなさいって言われたぐらいで取り乱す程度の純情くんじゃ心もとないんだけど。
Nope, we've done it many times in different timelines, so I'm sure we will be fine.
これは個人的な恋愛ごっこじゃないのよ。人類の命運がかかった任務なのよ。分かってるんでしょうね。
I can see why you're worried, Sensei. But you can count on me. I know I can do it.
その根拠は？
Well, it's true that I'm not really that experienced when it comes to women. I mean, if you include all the timeline stuff, then you kind of are, but I guess it doesn't really work that way. You're right about that. I don't have any idea how to make a girl happy or what kinds of dates they might enjoy. And when it comes to how their brains work, I'm so dense it's not even funny. Heck, you told me so yourself over in the other world. But you don't have to worry. If it's Sumika we're talking about, oh no, I'll be okay. Oh, I didn't see. Was that bad? I wasn't looking. I don't need to understand what makes women tick. All that matters is I understand her. I swear I'll never hurt her or make her cry ever again. I don't think it was anything age-related from the other flashes. If there's one thing I'm 100% confident about, it's that. I promise I'll...
ここまで言っておいてなんだけど、相手は人間ではないのよ。まして、あんたが愛した元の世界の鏡すみかではないのよ。それでも大丈夫なのね。
Of course I am. I mean, she's still Sumika at heart. What else could possibly matter? Besides, it doesn't matter to me which Sumika is on the inside. After everything I've been through, all the mistakes I've made and the pain I've suffered, I'm incredibly grateful to just have her here with me at all. It doesn't matter if I don't know how to treat a lady or whatever. All I've got to do is exactly what she always did for me. This time it's my turn to go out and make sure she knows exactly how I feel.
ご立派。
Man, please don't make fun of me after all that.
いいえ、本音よ。まあ何にせよ、これで安心して任せることができるわ。
Why do I have some sneaking suspicion that you've got some weird ulterior motive here?
今さら何よ。そんな当たり前のこと怖がってたら、私とやっていけないわよ。
Good point.
そろそろ鏡のところに行きなさい。多分待ちくたびれている頃だと思うわ。
Oh, you're right. I bet she is.
これ以上引き止めて、あんたとの関係を鏡に疑われるのも避けたいしね。
Okay, there's no way that's gonna happen. Besides, you're not even into younger men. I mean, there's that one time.
わからないわよ。酔った勢いでどう
Don't flash
っ
it.
てこともあるからね。
I'm pausing just in case. I was right. Lucky. I knew it, man. That's awkward. What? No way, dude. Not her. That's not possible.
ぐでんぐでんに酔った私がどうしたって？
You never laid a finger on me.
さすが私ね。
The Santa hat on is crazy. Okay, I can see how I might go for Mei and the others, but how the hell would I have wound up with Yuto-sensei? I mean, I like Yuto-sensei, probably more than most of the other girls. But, you know, yeah, it's a little weird for him, I guess.
何ぼーっとしてんのよ。早く言ってあげなさい。
Yeah, I should.
ありったけの思いをぶつけてらっしゃい。
Don't use my own words against me.
頑張ってね。
What the hell? This doesn't make any sense anymore. Again, I can definitely see how I could end up in a relationship with Mayor Class Rep or one of the others. That much isn't out of the realm of possibility. But Yuto-sensei, there's not a single reason I can see the two of us get together. Well, to be honest, it was just a one-night thing. It's not like you were actually in a relationship with her. So, there's no way Sensei would do something like that with me. I'm younger than her and she's constantly making fun of me and treating me like a little kid. In that sense, I can at least rule out the possibility that it's a memory from one of my previous loops here, right? It's funny, it's one of the few routes we did in Unlimited. And it was totally different from the flashback I had about the hot springs earlier, so it couldn't have been from my world either. That one had to have been a weird fantasy, or at most a memory I inherited from some parallel universe version of me, surely. Surely. No, let's just forget about it. Like Sensei just told me, there's no point in ruminating over this stuff. Even if I find out there's where these visions are coming from, it's not going to change a thing. Sumika's mind and thought processes are stabilizing quicker and quicker by the day, and she's completely aware of her own situation now. If she can become friends with Mei and the others within the next 2 weeks, we shouldn't have anything to worry about in the upcoming operation. And if all goes according to plan, we'll be eliminating yet another huge threat to humanity. For now, though, I just need to focus on me and Sumika. So she's gone to her own room on this floor now, huh? She's moved up? I guess it's only natural given that she's a member of the unit now, but considering how unstable she was only a few days ago, it does feel a bit surreal. Still, it's a little much that since they put her own room right next to mine. I guess it's my own fault for telling her Sumika was my next door neighbor, though. I know she wants everyone to figure out that Sumika and I are in a relationship, but it feels way too blatant. My closest neighbor in the unit used to be Maya, and she was 3 doors down. Well, maybe blatant is the way to go here, I guess. Oh man, I'm actually getting all tense. I'm feeling just as nervous as I did when I saw Sumika in the other world during those transfer experiments. I know I was just talking to her earlier today, but she ended up staying behind in the Piets to talk to everyone while I went to visit Sensei. So I haven't really had a chance to talk to Sumika one-on-one since she became quote-unquote normal, so to speak. For some reason, it feels like I'm seeing her for the first time in a long while, probably because I basically had to treat her like a little kid up until now. Phew. Alright, I can't just stand here, let's do this thing. Wait, why the hell am I giving myself a pep talk over this? Oh, I'm getting all self-conscious now. It's probably because Yuto-sensei kept pressuring me to take our relationship to the next level. Just act natural, you can do this. That's it. That sounded exactly like Sumika. Oh my god, this is incredible. Sumika.
タケルちゃん。
So hey, I was hoping we could talk for a bit. Is that cool?
こんばんは。
Oh, Kasumi was chilling. Oh hey Kasumi, didn't know you were here. What have you guys been up to?
あやとりの練習です。
Okay, still working on it. I wonder if they're gonna start having sleepovers up here. I'm guessing she's mainly here to keep an eye on Sumika. Aw, that's great. I'm glad you guys are still keeping up with that.
はい。
Where are you going, Kasumi?
私、散歩します。
Huh? What's up with her? Why is she suddenly being all considerate now? Besides, I don't think she's ever just gone out on a stroll before.
いいんだよ、かすみちゃん。すぐ終わるから。
Yeah, we don't mind you being here. The three of us have always been together, right?
でも。いいの、いいの。ほら、お部屋入って。ね。え、お願い、かすみちゃん。ね。
Well, it would actually be better if she wasn't here. I thought we were just being nice. Now it's kind of weird, but alright. Does the idea of being apart from Kasumi really bother you that much? Well, I guess it makes sense since they've always been together.
たけるち
Huh?
ゃん。私。
Damn, it does seem like she's avoiding us. I wonder what's up.
ちょっと疲れちゃって。
Yeah, I guess that made sense.
だから今日はもう眠たいんだ。
Okay, no worries. She must have been pretty nervous, having to meet so many new people all at once, so I'm not surprised it wore her out. I'm sure they didn't ask any overly personal questions, since they all know she's involved in a special mission, but it still must have been hard to keep up with those guys. I'm guessing it put quite a bit of strain on her quantum conductive brain, meaning her ODLs probably degraded a fair bit. Simulated sleep helps maintain the illusion of humanity, and since I said her circulatory system helps purify her ODL a little while she sleeps, so if she's feeling tired, I really shouldn't stick around. Well, I guess we'll just have to talk tomorrow then.
でも。
It's fine, don't worry about it. Sorry I interrupted your game.
いえ、私は。ごめんね。
Hey, no sweat. Have a nice night, you two.
おやすみ。おやすみなさい。
Well, guess tonight is not the night, though it'll probably happen before the next mission, for sure. Holy shit, dude, that's actually her. The real Sumika in the flesh. God, this is so insane. It felt just like I was talking to her back in my world. I did think she was behaving a little overly polite when I introduced her to the others earlier, but just now? Sure, she seemed a little tired, but that was definitely the Sumika I know. Man, oh man. Compared to how she was doing 2 days ago, it's like a total revelation. If this kind of improvement, if this is the kind of improvement we can expect going forward, then maybe she really will be completely stable within the next few days. Hell yeah, baby, I can hardly wait. Hell yeah, baby.
今日のシミュレーター訓練は初めてのスサノオとの連携パターンだったわけだけど、
we'll stop early. It's a short episode. I mean, they usually skip simulation stuff, but maybe they'll show this one since it's the first time Sumika is taking part in. So yeah, just in case it turns out to be like a hyped action thing, we'll just stop now. But thanks you guys for watching. It's great that Sumika has been developing, and yeah, we will have to I guess solidify a relationship at some point, but there's no rush. We still have like at least a week and a half, right? And I still don't know when the operation's happening. I forgot the exact date, but yeah, we got time. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later.